Alright, so here we go, housedanceconference.com. As y'all know, this tape is that we call this the Electric Boogaloo Popcorn tape at the housedanceconference.com video set. So get your popcorn and sit back and get with the Electrical Popcorn tape. Alright? Because on the cinema right now, we got Stretch Boogie right here, representing NYC. Stretch.
Electric Boogaloo.
Popcorn, baby. You know what I'm saying? The real dance style is called Electric Boogaloo, and we call it Electric Boogaloo Poppin' for those that choose to add the whole thing together. So we got Stretch Boogie right here.
Don't say that, because you have poppers that don't do
I know. Who do Boogaloo movements?
No.
Okay, here we go. Wait.
Dre.
Boogaloo Pop? He said that's... Wait, let me give you some airtime. Back at it again. Here we go.
Boogaloo Popcorn.
We got housedanceconference.com featuring Boogaloo Sam, Adesla, Jazzy J, Disco Day, couple head nods from Brian Footwear Green, and we got the man with the master plan here. Stretch! Hey! See, I can't get two for that because that's only 4 counts, y'all. 4 counts. So you funk states and you want to sue me, that's 3 counts. So, Stretch, where you from, baby?
Brooklyn, NYC, New York City.
Alright, representing dance, all together. How long you been dancing?
Poppin', 20 years, 21. Dancing since I was born.
I know a lot of y'all like add, subtract, minus, take away 1, take away that's motherfucking 80. What? So, 21 years? Yeah, boy. I'll tell you, boy.
1982. So if you add, is 2003. If you can't add, you need to go back to school.
So, yo, what's your inspiration? Because, you know, we coming from New York, you know, it's a little different. What was your inspiration to get into this? All right.
Soul Train, watching the cats on Soul Train. Don't remember all their names, but they was popping. And the Lockers as a little boy, watching them lock on Soul Train, and then seeing the Electric Boogaloo and several other cats on Soul Train popping.
All right. Anybody here in New York?
Right there.
Anybody in New York? Back in the day?
Original Loose Bruce. All right. A brother named Supreme, who popped out of Brooklyn with Loose Bruce. A friend of mine called Jameek, Dr. Jan, the big afro, Jerry curl, white gloves. He was a popper. You know, he did poppin'. You know, not electric boogie style like we did. He was a popper. You know, that's one of the people that put a brother on to what poppin' was and what it was about. And another friend of mine from L.A. God bless him, he passed on. His name was Otis. He was from L.A. And when he used to see cats doing their little electric boogie style, he used to laugh because he was from L.A. and he knew, poppin' was not from the shoulders, it was from the arms. You know, that was one of the things that he would tell cats, but, New York cats thought they knew it all. They had their little float, shoulder popping, it was good.
So, yo, if you guys don't know, Stretch, me and Stretch, me and Brian Footwear. I remember Money's name from back in, when I met Tron. When they used to do them parties at the World Fair thing in Queens. That's like 84, 85? Something like that?
That was like 84.
84, 85. Now, I ain't gonna say how old I was then, because, I'm not that old. All these kids are older than me. Because I tried to keep it young. So, Tron and I met up, and, we was getting down. We were freestyling, hip-hop music. And he kept mentioning Stretch. Now, me and Stretch didn't meet to what? Like, to dance, seeing each other dance, probably 99.
No.
Well, briefly on the set of a certain artist, because we can't say that on the tape. We was getting, Ejo was getting down, remember that?
No,
this is can't say that on tape.
We ain't gonna say no names, but she know who she is.
Me and Ejo, that was 90.
That was 95.
95, that's the first time we really seen each other get down. I've worked with him before, with Doug and that video, a couple of people. If you guys don't know, Stretch was part of the, or still is, did you say, Elite Force?
Pretty much.
The Elite Force that ripped up Japan, like shreds, for a lot of sushi, cutting, dance, hip-hop. sliced up fish, killing kids with the hip hop flavor out there.
Right.
Much respect to Loose Joint
Yeah.
and Link. What is Loose Joint? Because I know everybody's going to know.
Look, don't ask me. The brother, from what I know of, the brother has been studying martial arts for almost 20 years. From what I hear, he has his own, studio now, and he's teaching the arts to the masses. He studies Shaolin Kung Fu, so you got a brother doing Shaolin. I don't mind not seeing the brother handling his business.
So anybody you want to give props to out there?
The master himself, what he was saying. That's the Don right there.
The what?
That's the Don right there, man. Seeing him dancing is inspiration.
All right, so now we're going to move over to Stretch getting down at the House Dance Conference. We call it the housedanceconference.com, featuring Electric Boogaloo Popcorn Set.
With Boogaloo Sam, the Electric Boogaloo Popcorn
Set. God bless y'all. tape it himself at the Conference.com, walking with Willie Mayer. Hello. Specs. Usually come deep because remember the darkness. So I'm the head nod guy for the Electric Boogaloo popcorn tape. Brian Fruitwood Green. I actually started getting into what they call waving in 1979. The infamous man named Oscar Green, my older brother, showed me a technique that they call waving from California. He also was good at cuts as well. And he also had a nice pop. So here and there he would just mix the three, but yet can separate them authentically. I was inspired by him, of course, seeing Electric Boogaloo, and seeing the lockers. I was actually inspired by some of the robots, little hit that he had with the robot. A very popular woman in my life named Gloria Green, that was my mother, people get the green at the end, the connection. She actually showed me footage of the lockers and the Electric Boogaloo that she had on reel-to-reel when I was a kid. So I was very, very influenced by them, as well as a whole bunch of the dance styles that we'll get into later on this dance tape. Now, after I got into waving, from about 79, late 78, either one, it's hard to think about. After waving, I stopped all this around 83. I would say, I don't know when the movie Breaking came out, but then when I noticed the dance was getting too popular, that's when I actually started to stop. Because then after that, I saw somebody doing a moonwalk, and I noticed that the dance was getting bastardized. So I was super interested in doing the popular dance at the time. So after that, I got into other styles around 83, and that'll be talked about later on the other styles too. Styles like the Webo, Lofton, clubbing. So after that, a man named Jazzy J came to New York, and when Jazzy J came to New York in 99, he got me back into Electric Boogaloo and popping. And then of course Sam came and gave some serious advice on different book feelings, and that was it. And so made the Brian Fruitwood Green Electric Boogaloo popping history. One day I'll throw out the ways that my brother has shown me. So after 1980, again we'll go back to this, after 1983, I got into dance like the Webo, Lofton, clubbing, hip-hop dance, party dances were a big thing with me. So after that, in 1998, 99, a man named Jazzy J came here from California and pretty much gave us Electric Boogaloo and popping all over again with the right techniques and the right names. And so that's what this book is on now. So here's me freestyling with improvisation, you guys, doing a bit of the boogin that Sam gave me advice on earlier that day, and this was the Conference of Boogaloo Sam, featuring Boogaloo Sam. We're going to get down at the end of this tape. And one day I actually show people what the waves that my older brother was hitting. I might do that on the next tape after this, focusing on other styles in the funk style era. God bless. days. We're right now in Bill Black Studios, and this is the House Dance Conference tape. This is where all the editing and all the music gets laid out, gets dialed up in here. You know? We're going to have some clipping going on today with me getting down. You're going to see my clipping coming on next. I'm the third brother off the back. This thing here, what we're doing is just letting people know that, you know, who I am and what I'm about and the type of person I am and how I get down. And, you know, I love dancing, you know, it saved my life, kept me out of trouble, number one. Number two, I got a pleasure to get down with a lot of brothers. I met a lot of good friends through dance, going through the street. I'd like to give a shout out first to my crew, Boogie Black, you know, Frank Boogie up in Canada, K-Mel, Negus, Dave, Dustin, and Nathan. You know what I mean? And also I'd like to give another shout out to another staff that I'm down with too, is also called Rhythmatic Funky. The crew members are, again, Frank Boogie, Wally, Wiki, and me as well. You know, it's so great, and you know, that's the squad, so big up to them brothers too, you know, those are my people. And Jazz Jake also is another brother down the squad, you know? I'm going to break some history on myself for a minute. First thing, I started in 1980 with this band, and I learned it from a style called the Electric Boogie, which is a New York style that was brought up out here in New York. And I learned it in 1980 at the time. And two cats had introduced me to the band. It was Flip Rock, New York City Breakers, when he was popping at the time, and also Gangsta Boogie, my man Jerry. He was also popping at the time. And he was really from New York, but you know, he would live in LA, and he seen the brothers like getting down in LA, so he had like a kind of like a weird, like an orthodox style, you know, totally different from New Yorkers, you know. But you know, I learned from him, watching him get down in the block parties and then Flip Rock, and also Fable and the Electric Company, Son, Chop, Frank, and my man Sting. You know, one love to them brothers too. I watched him get down in the block parties, and Sunny and stuff like that. Luke Bruce, you know. The original Luke Bruce, you know, big up to him. And I have three mentors in my life that pulled me into the dance too. And the names are Shaky Shake, Dustler, and also Jazzy J. And Shaky Shake taught me leg rolls and feet movements and stuff like that, you know, putting his feet, you know, rolling around or whatever you want to call it. So at that time, he was showing me that. And then I got it with a Dustler, and Dustler was always taught me whatever you do on top, you got to do on the bottom, and, you know, taught me how to work out, you know, position the body, you know, just break yourself down, step out, you know, and help your dance improve more, more. And Jazzy J, he said New York, everybody danced out there, because he showed schools everybody out here on the dance, and he came to locking and also popping and boogie style. He taught me how to change rhythm, how to funk played a big role at the time, and so it was a part of that movement. I started in 1996 with the original Boogaloo style. I mean, watching the Boogaloo, and from 96 till now, that's when I really started learning the style. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Electric Boogaloo as well. You know, they play a big role in my game too, and what I'm doing today. You know, Boogaloo style, Poppin' Pete, Scooter Rabbit, Sugar Pop, Mr. Wiggle, watching Twist the Flex Down, Written Down, Freaky Sid, Sick and Well, big up to them brothers, Robot Game, Taco, Chicken Jack, Hugo, big up to them brothers. You know, like I said, I've never been cocky or Hollywood, or I've never been arrogant with the family. Everybody that know me out there, I just like to get down and zone and have fun. You know, a lot of people like talking about this, and a lot of people got these out there, got these big names, and their dances like this, when your dance should be here, and your name should be down here. You know what I mean? That's one thing, and foundation is something that you must know. I'm still learning to this day. I mean, trust me when I tell you, still a lot to learn. You know, just I hung out with Sam and got a chance to get down with him, and also with Papa P and Steve Rabbit in France, you know, and being around them, and it's crazy, you know, it's a lot of things going, like, you know, in that camp, in that Fresno style camp, you know, and I love all styles, you know, I love strutting, I love kicking, I love waving, I love cutting, I love all that, I love all those styles, you know, and it's just about progress now, you know, once you have your foundation down, it's just about, like I said, having progress with the dance. You gotta progress with your foundation now, you gotta have your own identity, you know, you can't have too many clones out here, you know, and it doesn't, I mean, there's nothing wrong with kicking somebody else's style, but you gotta eventually come out your own, you know, you gotta have your own identity, you know what I mean? This dance here has made my life, you know, and, you know, a lot of good things we dance, you know, and I like to thank God for that. keep the dance alive, you know. Always remember, don't lose the essence of it. Because if you lose the essence of the dance, man, it just goes away, you know. You gotta have foundation. Because if you don't have foundation, you definitely lose the essence of it.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Alright. Back to the Electric Boogaloo Popcorn tape. We got the incredible Adesala Sakaluni. I'll just say Adesla. You may not want to give your last name.
Okay.
You know. We put Adesla outside in different settings, because I like that.
It's natural.
Definitely representing the African flavor, coming from Nigeria. Right? So, when you started the events popping, waving and all that, when you start doing this?
In the 80s, definitely the 80s. Where I lived in the Bronx, there were a lot of friends, my boys, everybody was, you know, popping at that time and waving and floating. Otherwise known as the... But there were a few friends of mine who in particular really exposed me to it and influenced me. One, probably the first person was my man Charlie Beat. His name is Charles Lewis. Not many people outside of New York know him, but if you were around back then in the Bronx in particular, he was known for his waves and for his floats. He was magnificent. Charles Lewis, Charlie Beat. Another good friend of mine named Rodney Harris, who some of you might know, whose name is Fame, who was kind of influenced by Charles, but also met some people who came from, I think it was San Diego, and he learned from them, a guy named Magic. He and his brother Chris Waller, another incredible dancer out of the Bronx also. So those are the first people that I saw that really, to me, were really good and kind of opened up my interest in dancing.
What was that again? When was that again? 19 what?
It was late, I want to say maybe 79.
All right.
79, 78, but I was just dibbling and dabbling. I wasn't really serious about it, but I liked it, you know, and it was something I was into. But, you know, it's important for me to say that prior to that, my mom and my dad and uncles had a dance company called the Africa One Dance Theater, which is a traditional African dance company. So I was always exposed to traditional African dance, drums and all that. So I like to tell people I've been dancing all my life, although popping, as we called it here in New York, began in earnest, you know, mid-80s to me, but I saw a lot of people around me. I know a lot of people that, you know, you heard their reputation, you heard of them, but you might not have necessarily, like I had heard of Wiggles and Fable before I met them. I heard of Lockatron John before I met them. So those are the people that I saw personally that influenced me. Obviously, you know, I watched those things. And saw the Lockers. And, you know, and I remember watching Soul Train and this is a few years later on after the Lockers. But seeing Domino Brothers. And there are a lot of people, you know, and Shaky and that whole thing. So there were a lot of people that, you know, you were influenced by. I was influenced by when I first started pursuing, focusing, and kind of wanting to do this job.
Well, how do you feel about Sam? This is about Sam as well.
How do you feel about Sam?
Boogaloo Sam. Let's get a comment.
I only had the pleasure, the luxury of meeting Sam personally at the most recent conference, which was about 2-3 weeks ago. But obviously I've seen him on tape, on a few tapes, not as a lot, you know, many tapes other people may have. But Sam is, he has the essence, the true essence, the true innate kind of flow. You know, as a relatively newer student of a lot of the West Coast styles, a lot of things that we saw here in the East, we didn't really see fully because they were not from here. You know, so we got maybe a third of it or 2/3 of it or, you know, 3/5 of it. But I always felt the feeling and the spirit was something I could relate to. So watching Sam, you know, you kind of see it all come together. And, you know, he specializes in what he specializes in. You can't take it away from him.
Right.
You know, he got down, I think, the last conference for about 2 minutes.
Not 2 minutes,
Minute.
It's nice, yeah.
And what he did in that minute was Ready now.
Any shout outs? You know, the Destler is going to be on quite a few tapes because the Destler is versatile, like Brian Forward Green, myself, and the next man you're about to meet in a minute. So he will be on quite a few videos, so we don't keep these interviews long because we're going to have a lot of interviews of a Destler. So, any shout outs?
Shout out to man Charlie B. Shout out to Rodney Fame Harris. Shout out to Chris Waller. Shout out to everybody in the original written technicians. If you don't know, you gotta ask. Shout out to Antoine Doc Judkins. Shout out to Darren Pop Crazy. Shout out to Damon Frost. Shout out to Jazzy. Shout out to Disco Days, Dan Circle Hard.
Shout
out to Brian. Let me tell you something about Brian real quick. You know, Brian is one of those people that is what I like to consider the true essence of a dancer. Rhythmic, versatile, expressive, and falls into the music. You know, we all joke around a lot. We all take a lot of things for granted because we all see each other all the time. But for those of you who don't get the luxury and the pleasure of seeing Brian get down on a regular basis, and seeing him get down over the years as I have, don't sleep. There are a lot of people. Shout out to my family for being artists and performing and always being supportive. But I said, oh, that's what this guy's like doing. Hey, but I want to learn how to do that. Yeah, go ahead, whatever. Yeah, right. You know, because that's important too. That you get people who don't make you think it's less than, because as you and I both know, a lot of people, the powers that be, try to make what we do and everything about our culture less than. So it's good to get the support, you know. That's about it for now. If I think of some more.
So I'm gonna be interviewing you again.
Okay.
So Jeff is gonna be in the club thing, you know, we call house now, but the clubbing thing, because he got down a couple events on that trip. He's gonna be in quite a few things. So I mean, and even though at the end of this, all the tapes that come out, we're gonna have a little political tape. So that's something that needs to be talked about. The business.
I'm not gonna be on that.
You know my loud ass is gonna be on that one. So, all right. But that's the Sakalumi representing dance, representing the original land, Nigeria. One. 2 in the place to be. This is housedanceconference.com. We call this the Electric Boogaloo Popcorn Tape. It's the title, y'all. The style called Electric Boogaloo. And we have poppin'. We have alternate funk styles, but this is dedicated to Electric Boogaloo and pop in this tape. We already interviewed Stretch, Disco Dave, Brian Green, the man Boogaloo Sam, and here we have the man that brought, and we interviewed the Destler, sorry. We have the man here that brought a lot of styles to New York from the West, educating people up here since 99, 98. We got the man, Jazzy J, in the place to be. A lot of y'all been waiting for footage of this cat that you should be paying for. See, that's what this one's about. A lot of y'all got the underground stuff. So, this here is Jazzy J. When you started, man?
I started in 1977.
Crazy, man. 1977, where?
California, LA.
All right.
Down the valley.
Well, what was the first style you were singing?
First style of popping?
Yeah. Just dance, period.
Dancing, yeah. I was always dancing as a child.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I started locking when I first seen it on Soul Train. And then the second dance that came in was Electric Boogaloo style. That I learned from watching Pete, Ski, of course, Electric Boogaloo. Robot Dang, you know, Sword Sam, and Sam actually was supporters following this year, 2000.
Alright.
Legendary Boogaloo Sam.
So, yeah, Sam just came here. So, what group was you just in back in LA? I know it's LA City Rockers, but
the LA City Rockers, what I was with Dance Connection.
Alright.
And between LA City Rockers, Dance Connection, I also got with Chain Reaction.
Alright.
And as we went along, LA City Rockers dispersed a little bit, and I was able to dance with Electric Boogaloos. You know, and that's what I really wanted to build upon and learn my skills too, dance skills on stage with Electric Boogaloos.
Alright.
And I was also able to dance with the Lockers too. Do a few TV shows, reruns.
That's a blessing right there.
The only one I didn't get to perform with, honestly, is probably Slim and also Don Camelot, creator of the Locker side.
Alright.
But I was affiliated more so being out here in New York, you know, got to get some pointers and learn to, you know, further my craft.
Yeah. What do you feel about the dances out here?
Dances out here are very creative. I mean, it's just like having the house, the hip hop, of course, the foundation is what just came out here. And I was really to see what really burn and turn everything on. Also the music will create the dance behind the force of it.
Definitely. So now, just a quick question to answer everybody, a quick question. Who your inspiration is out there, period? You know?
Inspiration? I gotta say everything. I mean, you know, Brian Green behind the camera.
Yeah. People are going to be paying for
You
this.
got Mr. Wiggles.
Yes.
You know, you have Pete. You have Skeeter Rabbit. You know, Don Camelot. And you know, Camelot Jr. You know, I mean, that was my myself, my sensei. He put me on the up, lock, 12 point, along with Fluky Lou, you know, Rerun, which is Penguin, Tony Basil, you know, Shabadoo, I mentioned him. You know, Tony Dogo, I got to speak to him overseas, but never actually got to dance with him on stage.
Okay.
And anyone else that I forget?
So now, when you dance, because I did a lot of various styles.
All the smart boys, I gotta give a shout out to them. You know, the old veterans, as Shabbat would say, you old soldiers. I gotta give it to Terry D. Bixler, D. Thomas, Bam Bam, you know, Dig, and Renee, Hugo. You know, even watching Taco, Bruno, Papa Taco. We all grew up together. Shrimp. I'm mentioning all y'all. Richie Cunningham, Warlock now, you know. So I try to get all y'all in there. And I really learned a lot of my Electric Boogaloo style came from learning from Kyle. You know, I mean, I call him Buzzy K. Kyle is one of Electric Boogaloo. He used to bring stuff down from Long Beach. You know, back to the valley. And that's where I was getting a lot of my school, along with Rock and Rob. Because Rock and Rob used to spend a whole lot of time over at Pete's house with the vibes. You know?
So now you there are a lot of styles within that funk style, the terminology. And like you, it seems like you're always hitting, like, if I'm correct, the puppet style and the Toyland. You're always playing with those feels.
Rhythms.
Yeah.
Different rhythms. I'm learning to hit on the rhythms, and this is a few little pointers that Sam gave me just recently. What I need to do, you know, and my dance is going to go a little further.
How do you feel being Sam?
The inspiration. I was one of the biggest inspirations of the dance. The brother can look at you and break you down in a matter of seconds, tell you what you need to do, how to handle your business on the floor doing the dance that he creates. So I pretty much paid attention and understand what he's saying. Put me back into the lab.
Yeah.
I gotta give a shout out to Pop the Favorite too.
Alright.
That's the favorite.
Alright.
Another brother that was, you know, get out with on here too as well.
Well, as y'all know, we know Jazzy's gonna be on more than one tape because we got a lock-in tape coming out too. So you know Jazzy's gonna be on that. So we're not gonna make this interview too long because we're gonna dig in his head on the next one. So this is the Electric Boogaloo Popcorn tape signing out. Giving props to the man, Jazzy Dave. And just cause Dave's on the tape too.
Gotta say Disco Dave.
We're gonna show this clip of Jazzy J gets busy at the conference on the same night as Boogaloo Sam was here. Just about 3 weeks ago. God bless. you're looking for. Tell me what you're looking for in the thing.
Things that I'm looking into for the dance style popping or boogaloo is the style consists in originality, which is what we call funk on the West Coast. It involves in stand on beat. I'd like to thank all y'all for supporting me. God bless.